Thomas Malinan. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you?
Are you still celebrating, popping the champagne corks? What did you think the war in Ukraine would be over by now? He's been in for a few weeks.
No, I didn't think it was over by now. Yeah, it's yeah. Well, I've been celebrating a lot. It's been a well, it's been like a popcorn show to watch what Elon Musk is doing
I see.
in the in the
Yeah.
doge. I love it. I
Okay.
adore it. It's
All
great.
right. Okay.
So
So,
that's
do you think they need to find these cuts and also, a lot of participants are thinking that the tariffs are just a tactic,
mhm.
and that that delay we had with Mexico and Canada, that maybe nothing's going to happen. China hasn't bent a knee. Do you think tariffs are still going to be put in place, and people thinking that's just a strategy are going to be wrong-footed when it happens?
Well, no, it is a negotiation strategy for Trump, but others, I think you were just speaking about Europe, and it seems that they are not taking it like they should have. They are not, European leaders are not taking the tariffs like, well, we would need to
Like the
negotiate.
UK, like the UK,
Yeah,
they're laying
that's that
they're laying down. Yeah.
that's that's how you need to, work with Trump.
What? Yeah, just
And
give
the
in.
thing is that no, negotiate.
Okay.
Say, let's negotiate. So I'm not
Yeah.
an expert on the tariffs of Europe and
Yeah.
the US, but it seems that the mood here in Europe is that we will be the the last standing beacon of these globalist woke things, and it's crazy. It's it's not looking good for this continent, like I've been saying. It's just I don't know. We're shooting ourselves in the leg again. Makes absolutely no sense.
Well, do you think that this could cause a drift in Europe away
Of
from the
course.
US and towards China?
Well, they try, but I don't know how will it work with China and the Eurasian ally is now it's lies in ruins basically. But it would be interesting to see if there is a peace in Ukraine. What would happen here? I think Germany would be really quick to re-establish relationships with Russia, like I hope also Finland would. But what I worry, being in the north, that it seems that the preparation are being done in the Scandinavian countries and in the Baltics to escalate things here. It's like there is
There's
there
this
seems
momentum. There's like something driving this, that even when you get someone who wants to avoid it, that the momentum it's hard to stop the momentum of war once it gets going.
it's true, and we have this peak escalation hypothesis, which basically states that there are very strong forces like the NATO deep state and the military-industrial complex who have decided to have a perpetual war because war is highly profitable and it also gives you control. So this is our working hypothesis now that you know, we that the world, especially Europe now, is being pushed towards a war, continental war once again. And there may be a pause, yeah, but if like now Trump is now proposing that you should have a like 5% of GDP put on the defense,
Yeah.
but in Europe, whenever we have had a rearming cycle, war has come. There's not a single exception to that rule. When European countries start to prepare for a war, it will come. So it's a rather detrimental policy, and I would really hope that President Trump would change from that stance because he has to accept that the world will be multipolar. Polar, that's for sure. The unipolar thing is done, and there is no return to the American greatness in the sense that what it was in the 60s, for example, before the Vietnam War, or even after the fall of the Soviet Union. There is no such thing anymore. It's just the US holds no such leverage. So this is a yeah, this is I think this is the big blind spot in the
So
Trump
we're
policy.
we're a paper tiger with really a tiger at the helm, right?
Yeah,
So,
you are,
uh,
and build, and building you to a tiger will only result to a conflict. That's the thing.
yeah, yeah,
So the
okay,
world has changed, and if you look at, for example, like if you look at gold, for example, it's showing that something cataclysmic is coming. Basically, there
yeah,
are different issues driving it. Okay, now I think there was an interesting tweet just I just read it like an hour ago that the deep state panicked when the gold almost hit 3,000 and pushed it down. It's probably how it went because it's a gold at 3,000 is telling you that something is not good, something bad is coming. And what I talk, I have like few gold bug friends who have been in the field for a long time, and they are talking about preparations. They see the buying as preparations, and there is even some whale buying over the counter gold. So there's this strong forces pushing it, and of course the tariffs are now pushing gold up and all that, but it is signaling that things are not well, even though we may have a break in inflation. Let's see. It's unclear also.
okay. Do you ever sell your gold? I know you did last time it got back in.
I don't.
Um,
No, I don't hold any assets at the moment. But
oh
if I
wow,
would,
yeah,
I would have kept gold. Like
okay,
our first recommendation to buy it was in June 2018, I think, and
okay.
we
Do you think?
have not said one time that you should sell it.
Okay, do you think that the Trump administration will be successful at generating a weaker dollar? That's what they
I don't
want.
know. Yeah, that I don't really know how it goes because there's like the plans of President Trump concerning the deficit are not good. While what the Doge is doing, they are really finding really strange like money flows and
Yeah.
places where your tax dollars have gone. It's quite unfathomable. Actually, it's worse than I thought originally. What they are finding. So there's this massive, deep corruption in the U.S. federal government. It's even bigger than I thought. But Trump is like, I don't know. He should recognize that what the U.S. now needs is a nice, clean recession to clean the economy, to clean the excess. But I don't think there's a risk that his ego does not allow that. And so,
Well, I've been kind of hearing him prepare the ground for it. And
yeah,
the
yeah,
smart thing would be to get it out of the way early, right?
yeah.
He's saying that Americans will feel some pain from this. He is saying, the market could, be under pressure. Maybe he's would like to engineer one so that
Hmm?
him and his club could buy assets cheap again.
Yeah, well, possible, but you don't really have to engineer it a lot because the Biden administration engineered a recovery like this crazy, batshit crazy deficits they run. They created an image of a recovery which never was.
Would you short stocks here, Thomas?
At this time, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just relating to that,
Uh,
I could show you something.
oh, sure.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Because
I'm
we just updated the let me find it. Yeah, so it's this one. So first, this is just we have been trying to understand what is happening in the
consumer loans. Okay, they're starting to fail
yeah,
again.
the consumer like the rate of delinquency. We have been trying to figure out what is the direction of the U.S. economy. Okay, their
Yeah.
growth has now peaked, so delinquencies are not growing, but if you look at the charge of rate of credit card loans, they are rather high. And this is not a good signal going forward because, if people are defaulting on their credit card loans, it means that, the consumer is in trouble because that's the last line of defense, so to speak. This is not actually what I wanted to see, but we can look at it. So
Well,
we
some of
have been
them
trying to.
still have they have home equity they could tap.
Yeah, you know what else they have been selling?
What?
Silver coins and gold.
Oh, they're getting rid of their holdings of
Yeah,
silver and
yeah,
gold.
that's what I hear from my
Yeah, the
sources and
public.
also on Act.
Yeah,
And
that
it's
I.
like when you sell your jewelry, then it means that you are really running low on funds. So that is
Yeah.
not a good sign either. Neither is this. So if the Trump administration would just pull the fiscal stimulus, the recession would come naturally. There's a risk of a banking crisis, but if that comes, well, then it comes too.
Yeah. I
But they
noticed
don't
for
have
the
to do much.
first time, I noticed for the first time that I'm getting divergences at new highs in the banks, especially
Yeah.
B of A, which has the biggest book of long duration paper. Uh, uh,
Well, that's a good point.
so I wanted to share a question from Galaxy. He says,
Yeah.
biggest tail swan event is the Doge Musk boys screw up payments and treasury payments and or international companies get into our agency systems. Besant is praying they don't create huge loss of confidence in use and take a credit rating hit. What do you think of that?
Interesting take. Interesting take. I really hadn't thought about that, but that's of course
Well,
possible.
that takes from the left. Okay, so I know
Mhm.
Galaxy. What
Yeah.
do you think of it?
I don't honestly.
I mean, do you feel? I mean,
I
if
don't.
you
I don't.
were,
I don't think they. I don't really think they will deliberately cause that. And I think the balance sheets of U.S. big U.S. corporations is so solid. I don't really see that. Of course, it's possible, but I don't see that coming. No,
all right, how
and that
about
would be.
AI? Is AI a bubble?
I
Is it the
don't
dot
know.
com
I
2.0?
don't know. Well, in some ways it is for sure, but I don't. We have to wait on what comes out of it because
I'm
I've
not
just.
even sure if you're real today. You're a hologram, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not really here. This is just generating
Okay.
my voice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in a bar now.
Because I've never
Yeah.
heard you say, I don't know so many times in an interview.
Well,
Huh?
but you have to be humble. You have to be humble.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're being transparent. You don't know. So we're all a bunch of we don't knows in this environment, aren't
Yeah,
we?
well, you know something, I know something. It's good, but this is something I would like to show is the liquidity. This is the global money supply from China, Eurozone, the US, Japan, and the UK. And
Okay.
this is how our forecasts look now. And these are implying that we would have like this and the next month would be good. Like in March, the forecasts are saying that there is going to be a huge increase in liquidity. Although the forecast runs from October, we don't have the data, but still, that's usually how it has gone. So March good, and April looks bad. So
Okay.
when you ask, so that's the thing.
Okay. So maybe this whole thing terminates around spring,
Yeah, it's
late
April. Yeah,
March.
possibly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
April. Yeah. So we then we know a lot of things. For example, what happens
So
in
that, yeah. So do you want to be long in March and get out at the end of March and watch things
that's
come
how our
down again?
forecast would see it. Yes, and you
Okay.
need to. I think you need to keep gold now for extended periods of time. It's not true. It's rally. That's for sure.
Yeah. What about silver, which has been a big disappointment to people? That's why they're selling it because they bought silver
You know,
looking for the ratio to change.
yeah, but the thing is that silver is nowadays it's also industrial metal. in
Yeah,
a
it
very
always
different.
has been.
Yeah. So yeah, but now the people who really know the industry say that now it's more, and there might be just a global recession coming or something like that, which hits the supply or the demand
Huh.
of of silver, and that's why it hasn't gone up like many suspected. But it's
You
a
know, go ahead.
no,
I
no, but
just,
it's just I think that the gold is the real hedge,
you're
and
right.
then there is silver, and then some who wants to speculate on a Bitcoin. But Bitcoin. But you know what I thought today when I have this new service of daily thoughts, which is just something a short entries I write on the GNS Economics website. You know what I pondered?
What?
Uh, the global grid failure. What
Okay.
if, for some reason, we have a complete shutdown of electricity, a global grid failure for a day or two? What happens? What asset classes remain? Do we know? I don't think we do. Like
Yeah.
everything, if everything shuts down, what will come back? So
Right.
I don't. Yeah,
Cash,
yeah. So
even your cash in your bank, you don't know what it'll be.
well, yeah, yeah. Well, with cash, of course, it's something that comes. You have
Okay,
it.
there.
But
Yeah.
for example, financial assets. What will happen to the crypto space if all the blockchains, if everything disappears for a while globally? What will happen?
You think that'll
Does
shake
anyone know?
confidence in Bitcoin?
No. Yeah. Well, I don't. I
Because,
don't have a lot
so
of.
what? So you don't have to spend it for a couple days. If it's long term, yeah, that's a problem. Like a 3, 4 month
Yeah, but the point
grid
is, what
failure.
happens
But
if yeah, but what if electricity shuts down? Are the blockchains gonna be there after?
no,
Yeah. So where is Bitcoin then?
yeah, okay.
So that's it.
That
That's the big reset. So when people are thinking about these things, you always have to also look up the most unlikely scenarios, the true black swans.
so aren't
And
they?
they really,
Wouldn't that be perfect cover? You get people used to it, and you replace it with the CBDC.
of course, that's probably
So
the, if that if,
that's what you're thinking.
no, if that it's if such a thing comes, I'm rather certain that central bank digital currency will be introduced. But however, I think people after that people are demanding only cash. They don't trust anything digital anymore for a while. So that's the thing.
Okay. Well, then banks
But if
there'll be bank runs because they don't have
yeah,
enough cash to cover people's demands. You know,
yeah.
they,
And have you not one thing? I don't know how much movies do you watch, but there's some interesting development there also, which is that they have been well, or at least I have seen quite a few of them speculating on the failure of the internet.
yeah, that one was produced by the Clintons.
Yeah, 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 and so there
That's
is
when
there's use.
they drove to a house and they had to share it, a mother and daughter, and he came home and yeah, they were wondering what happened. Um, yeah. So
Yeah, well, I didn't see that, but
so
anyway, but yeah,
that's art, life imitating art. We're gonna see.
something like that, or
Yeah.
there's someone knows what's happening, what's coming. So the point being here is that I think we are like people are now looking at okay, everything it's Trump, everything is going fine, everything is going nice, but in the right direction. But we have to ask that if he's attacking like systems and organizations that have been around for decades, if not even centuries, and they have used the whole power. Are they really going to just, you know, say, okay, take it? I don't think so. So what I and we are thinking that there is a possibility of retaliation in possibly many forms. So I'm just telling you that many think that okay, now that Trump is in power, everything is good. No, it's not. This is just the start of the battle against these forces. And they will create all kinds of hindrances going forward, that's for sure. Like, for example, the thing in Ukraine.
Like another pandemic? Will they try that one
Well, that's possible.
with bird
That is
flu?
definitely that is
Huh?
definitely possible. Yeah. Now that we know that it came from a lab, there is definitely there is for sure. It's 100% sure that there is another more deadly, more easily transmittable virus somewhere. This is a fact. Now that we know that it came from a lab from Wuhan, so Corona came
Yeah.
from there. So there is something, and it's not time to be naive. It's time to be vigilant and take preparationary measures, and that's, for example, I think what the gold is signaling and why you should hold gold and cash, and you should start to prepare for the possibility that lights will be or electricity will be gone for 2 to 3 days. So just buy
Do
stuff
you
that
have a
you can make.
do you have a generator?
No, no, I live in central Helsinki, but this spring is the plan for me and the woman I'm seeing, that we will make sure that if there is a grid failure, we will, and her children will be okay for a few days. So there's we
Without
don't
power?
there's no place to put a generator, but you can buy small things which you can charge your phone, for example, by
Yeah.
simply yanking the thing and all this. So the thing is that you should. It's my recommendation to prepare for the extreme events in your
Does
personal
it
life,
feel
but also
close? Does it feel close to you, like by this spring?
or summer.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't
when
know. I
all
don't,
the
because
heat. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and
Well,
if we
okay.
like
What could
the
spark?
one
What
thing
could spark it? Like, I don't. Do you think that when Netanyahu was here meeting
Mhm.
with Trump, and at that press conference, Netanyahu looked orgasmic. Okay, he got
Yeah,
more than
yeah,
he
well,
ever that he would ever dream of, compared to the Biden
yeah,
administration and other administrations. So I know they're going to hit Iran because Trump's not going to let assassination attempts go unanswered. Just like Bush didn't
yeah, and
let. Bush didn't let. That's why we went to Iraq, because Saddam had threatened to, or had tried to kill his father. All right, that
yeah.
was the
Then
grudge. There were
then
no
then all bets
WF.
are off.
There were no
Yeah, but if
WMDs, huh?
no, there were no, there were no, there
All
were
right,
there were
so
there were none.
you
If
know
if
what
Iran
what?
if Iran is attacked, then we're screwed. Then if Middle East burns, then we're screwed. The inflation will go through the roof, and everything we know basically will collapse in the economy wise. I mean,
Okay, well they think that they're be shaping a new region, and they're going to have a country club in Gaza. So
I don't know. I don't know.
anyway,
But
I look Netanyahu's. They're not going to let Netanyahu has been coming to talk to our Congress for 20 years about the
mm,
danger of Iran having a nuke.
mm,
And President Trump said himself, "We'll let you have the Iran have everything but a nuke."
yeah.
So
Did you know
how do
that
you
they
huh?
had a like really strange seismic event somewhere in the, was it summer or fall? And some analysts say that it was a test launch for a nuclear weapon in Iran.
Mhm.
So the situation is it's not so good as many
No,
perceive it to be. I understand people's need to like have positive things, and I think we should rejoice of what's going on, but also keep in mind that there may be something more horrible waiting us just around the corner. So be wise, prepare.
yeah. John Irving says, I like this. Time to be logically paranoid.
Yeah, that's a very good very good description
Good
quotation
one,
for
man.
this time. Yeah,
You coined that one.
yeah. You
Yeah,
did, but it's interesting times we live in. That's for sure.
yeah. That's
I don't
a
know.
bad joke. Anyway, so Well, stay safe, my friend. Let me
You
know.
too.
Let me know. I'll let you know if I hear of anything. Keep in touch on Twitter, and I'll get a hold of you because hopefully you and I will be talking in late April, early May. So I'm sure
Let's hope.
there'll be a lot of history between here and then.
Probably. And let's hope the electricity is on so we can talk.
Yeah. I look. Hope is the oxygen in life and the carbon
Yeah.
monoxide in trading.
That's a good quote. Yeah. Yeah.
You could use it. Put it on your
Yeah. Thank
GNS.
you.
All right. So,
Yeah.
everyone, thank you very much, Thomas. Always great to just have a conversation about things that I really don't have that many people that want to talk with me. You know what? you know I got family members and friends that oh,
Yeah.
gloom and doom Dale, gloom and negative Ned, negative Ned. Anyway, I'm really kind of a positive person when I'm not depressed. But
Me
anyway,
too.
all right, buddy. All right, great
Yeah.
talking to you. Take
You
it
too.
easy, buddy. All right,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
You could, yeah. So everyone's thanking Thomas. Okay. Anyway, listen. You can join the team in 15 minutes. Get ready to rock in 2025. I love these markets. Okay, so I'm telling you, you have a great community to be part of. You know, live dangerously and risk $1 to go check out being in the chat room for a week. That's my advice. It's better than any trade wreck I could give you. So don't just count your pips, count your blessings, everyone. See you tomorrow for Wacky Wednesday. Okay? And don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Adios.
Hey traders, this is Blake Morrow with ForexAnalytix. Thanks for stopping by our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like these videos, share them, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the content that we provide here for free. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video.